everybody. I'm Kim Hanke. I'm the founder of Elm Park Labs. I'm hoping today that I can share some inspiration, an inspirational story of something that may happen with immersive technology as we move into the future. I've spent 4 decades in automotive, aerospace, DoD, creating, designing, inventing, and pivoting, right? And now we're very focused on healthcare. So what I want to do is I want to share a story with you about how this looks as we move into the future. And I'm going to tell you a story about, the woman's name is Sarah. She's a fictional person, and she has 68 years old. She's moving through life. She's enjoying her grandchildren. She's going through her daily tasks. She's enjoying everything that she's doing. And she has some conversations with her daughter, and her daughter is asking her questions like, "Mom, is everything okay?" And the daughter starts noticing simple, little, slight things that are changing. Her gait has changed at the grocery store. She's not remembering her favorite coffee. She's having trouble counting change. And the daughter and her start talking about this, and they start thinking about, what are the next steps? "Mom, you've gone to the doctor. The doctor at the normal doctor's visit has not noticed anything during your checkup." So it's just a general checkup, doctor, patient, daughter's in there with her, and nothing's coming up. So the daughter Sarah starts getting a little bit more concerned, and she starts looking on the internet. And as she's going through the Google searches and looking for everything that she can find on what this could be, how severe could it be? Could it be Parkinson's? Could it be Alzheimer's? Could it be something that some of us in the audience today have faced with family members or ourselves with a neurodegenerative type disease? And what are the next steps? So she goes into finding some information from a world-leading research hospital here in the Midwest. And there's a study going on. And she just talks her mother into joining this study. So they go and they get into this study. And it is about a VR high-tech intervention where you put on a headset and you walk around on a treadmill and you experience something, and it keeps track of everything that you're doing. Now, what Mary was facing was she was in the grocery store, and she did that her whole life. She'd go to the store, she'd buy the groceries, she'd do her whole thing. And now there's going to be a way to measure this in this study, where it's going to be able to provide comparative information of where Mary is today to where Mary might be tomorrow, or where Mary might be after a drug treatment, or where Mary might be after some sort of clinical intervention. So as we go through this journey thinking about how we're going to inspire the future and inspire people to look at how we can do this and what we can do, what does this look like when we put Mary physically on the treadmill and have her walk through this environment? And what can I collect as far as data points? What can the doctor collect and then use as we measure this into the future? What happens in the future when I actually have a digital twin of Mary? And maybe even Mary's daughter. What kind of information is that going to give to us when we go through the grocery store and I know how I've done it when I was 22? And now I know how I'm doing it when I'm 40. And now I know how I'm doing it when I'm 60 or 70 And what kind of information will that new data drive for the researchers that share this information, that can pinpoint the cognitive response of this information, from the grocery list to the confusion of maybe picking something up off the wrong counter, or where I've stopped and started along my path as I've moved through the grocery store, and I've maybe gotten to something and I'm like, oh geez, what was on my grocery list? Was it avocados or was it coffee? And then you figure out what it is that is driving that decision in that process. The biggest part of this whole thing in the future will be that I can now share it around the world. And I can look at a bigger population around the world. And I can look at a bigger demographic that is going to feed our researchers with data that drives success as we go forward. So when we think about what the doctors are doing today with the research portion, what's happening now in hospitals and clinics is that they use virtual reality or immersive technology that I was just talking about. They'll use that to train the physicians on how to use the tech and how to think about how I can maybe apply this in the future. It's not across the board yet, but we use it for training, we use it to inform, we use it for the caregivers, we use it for the patients as a comfort. And when you think about Mary, when she gets diagnosed and she has early onset Parkinson's, now she can use this technology to go to a virtual visit with her virtual or AI doctor that is going to help coach her through what she's going to face as she moves through everything. So the next part of this with the AI tech and the digital body, that will be what takes us to the whole new level. So I hope you found this information valuable. I hope that you think about this as some of the young people that stopped by today and talked to me about how you can impact the world. Go past what's being done today, go into the future, make some changes, come up with something cool, and implement it. Thank you. Everybody have a great day.